Okay, for number 6 on 6-1, it says Enrique has 2 packages to mail. The weight of one package is 12 1/4 pounds. What is the weight of the second package if the total weight of the packages is 15 1/8 pounds? The first thing that we are going to do is find the information in the problem. I see that one package is 12 1/4 pounds, and I see that the total of the 2 packages together equals 15 1/8 pounds. So this is a part whole situation. I know that the the total amount is 15 1/8. And I also know that one part is equal to 12 1/4. And what we don't know is the other part. So in order to find a missing part, we are going to use subtraction. So for this problem, we are going to subtract 15 1/8 minus 12 1/4. I can see that they do not have common denominators. So the first thing that we need to do is find a common denominator. We'll start with our 2 little equal signs and bring over the whole numbers so we don't forget. Now I can see that the denominators are 4 and 8. So if you forgot to find a common denominator, we can list the multiples. I'm going to start with 4. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. Oh, I got to the other number. I know 8 times 1 is 8, so there is my common denominator. So I will set up the denominators of both of these with 8. In the top one, it already was 8, so the numerator won't change. In the bottom one, we multiplied 4 times 2 in order to get 8, so I have to do the same thing to the numerator. 1 times 2 is 2, and now we can subtract. We always start with the fraction, and I see that we have 1/8 minus 2/8, which we can't do, which means we need to go next door to the whole number and borrow some. We need to take a whole number. So if I take 1 from 15, that leaves us with 14 whole, and we're going to trade that in for what we need. We need more eighths. So we're going to trade in that 1 whole for the same amount of eighths. I know that 1 whole is equal to 8/8, so we're going to trade in 1 whole for 8/8, but I already had 1, so now I've got 8/8 plus the 1/8 that we already had for a total of 9/8. And then we can subtract. 9/8 minus 2/8 is 7/8. And 14 minus 12 is 2. I know that we cannot reduce 7/8 any further because 7 is prime and it does not go into 8. So because we have words in the problem, I need words in the answer. Going back to the question, it says what is the weight of the second package? And in this instance, the weight was in pounds. So it is 2 7/8 pounds total.